Hi there. I wanted today to talk to you about something I see all the time in my office, and it might just surprise you. So people walk in, they sit down, and they declare to me, I want a divorce. They're upset, they're hurt, and sometimes they're not even sure what they want. They just know that something in their marriage feels broken. And look, as a divorce lawyer, it's not my job to push anyone one way or the other. But I've learned to listen carefully because very often the person sitting across from me isn't actually ready for a divorce. They're just desperate for change. I remember one guy, call him John, he came in and he was absolutely furious. He slammed a binder on my desk and said, I can't take this anymore. She doesn't respect me. She doesn't even talk to me unless it's about money. But as we talked, it became clear what he wanted wasn't a divorce. What he wanted was just to feel seen. He wanted to feel partnership, and he wanted things to get better, not necessarily to end. Another client came in. She was absolutely in tears. She had already packed her bag, and she told her husband that she was just done. But after I asked her a few questions, she admitted that what she was hoping for was this would scare him into waking up, and she didn't actually want a divorce. What she wanted was for him to care again. This happens more often than you might think. In fact, I'd say about half the people who walk in my office who are yelling, I want a divorce, aren't actually here to file. They're here because they're at their breaking point and they don't know where else to turn, and they think a lawyer is going to help them. And let's be real, divorce is no small thing. It's not a quick fix. It's not a pressure valve. It's the most emotionally and financially difficult process you'll ever go through, second only to the loss of a loved one. Now, that doesn't mean that divorce is always the wrong answer. Sometimes, and the healthiest, safest, and most honest path forward is a divorce. If you're in a loveless marriage or one where there's no mutual respect, there's no empathy or friendship, no real communication, then the question might not be, can this marriage be saved, but rather, should it be saved? But before you make the decision, take a hard look at what's really going on. Are you reacting to pain and frustration, or are you truly at the end? Because rebuilding a marriage, if both spouses are willing, is hard, but it's a lot less destructive than the divorce process itself. And sometimes what feels like a dead end is actually just a signal that your old way of doing things has stopped working, and it's time to try something different. So if you're watching this and you're thinking about making an appointment with somebody like myself, I want you to ask yourself one honest question. Do I want out, or do I just want change? If it's change that you're after, there might still be hope. But if you're in a relationship that's left you feeling small or unloved or invisible, or if you've already tried everything and if your partner is pretty much given up, then it might be time to move forward. Either way, seek out others to help you get clarity, not just legally, but emotionally as well. Because the decisions you make now are going to shape your next chapter, and you deserve to start that chapter with peace of mind. Thanks for listening. I'm Sean Palmer with the Palmer Law Firm, where we can't protect your heart, but we can protect your rights.